Hey guys, this is Miss Sizemore. I am going to go over our lesson 1-3 homework. Well, our independent practice and our homework practice. And I'll attach it to the day's assignment. That way you can see what the correct answers were. Let me see if I can get this a little bit more clear. Making it more blurry. There we go. That's really clear. Okay. All right. So this is practicing writing algebraic expressions. Okay. Algebraic expression is a math problem that does not have an equal sign. Okay. It has to have at least one number, one variable, and one operation to be an algebraic expression. So we'll go through this fairly quick. And I'll probably do your independent practice and homework practice together so that you can see all of them really quick. Okay, so we're going to look at the word phrase and then we're going to write the expression. So number 6 says 12 times a number G. Okay, we're looking for our keywords here. Our keyword is times. Times means to multiply. So if we're going to write that as an expression, it would just be 12G. Okay. You could also write it differently. You could do 12 times G, 12 dot G. Okay, those are just a couple different ways that you can write using multiplication. All right, number 7, let me scoot it over here. The difference of a number M and 18. Okay, our keyword here is difference. Difference means to subtract. It tells us our variable is M and that we're finding the difference of M and 18. So if we're going to make an expression, we are going to write M minus 18. Okay, these should be pretty simple. Number 8, it says P pennies added to 22 pennies. Okay, our keyword that tells us our operation, added. It says add right in it, right? So we know we're doing addition. So, and it's giving us our variable is P. And it's giving us our number, which is 22. So now we're going to make our algebraic expression. So we can do P plus 22. Okay, you could also flip it around and say 22 plus P. Okay, that's one of our properties of addition where we can switch out. All right, moving right along. Number 9, it says 5 less than 3 times the number Z. Okay, now we're getting into the phrases that have more than one operation. So I see less than, so that's subtraction. I see times, that's going to be multiplying. Okay, so we know that we're going to do 3 times the number Z. I'm just going to start with it. So that would be the same as saying 3Z. And it is 5 less than. Okay, so that would be minus 5. So that's how you would write that. 3Z minus 5. All right, number 10 says 22 divided by a number S. Okay, our keyword divided, it's division. Okay, we have our number 22, then we have our variable S. So that's what we need to write our expression out. So I am going to write 22 divided by S. Okay, you could also do 22 divided by S this way as a fraction too. Either way would be correct. Okay. Here's the last one on our independent practice, number 11. It says 12 3/4 less than the product of 7 and a number X. Okay, so we have a couple operations go on. We have less than, so whenever we're subtracting. We have product. Anytime we see product, that means multiplication. So I'm going to start over here with our product. It says the product of 7 and a number X. So I've got X and 7. So I know that that's going to be 7 times X, or 7X. And then it says less than 12 3/4. So that's going to be minus 12 3/4. Okay. All right, so that's your independent practice for lesson 1-3. Numbers 6 through 11. Okay. I'm going to move right along. we're going to go ahead and go over the homework practice problems as well for 1 through. Okay, so that's number 1 through 10. This is just more practice on writing algebraic expressions. Okay, so we'll try to go through these quickly. Number 1 says 6 more than a number C. Okay, more than is adding. So we would have 6 plus C, or you could say C plus 6. Okay, and that's number 1. Just a second here, I'm trying to arrange something. Right, number 2, it says 2.5 less than a number D. Less than means we're subtracting, and then our variable is D. Number is 2.5. So now we're going to write our expression. We're going to say D minus 2.5. That'll be the easiest way to write that one, so that we don't have to deal with negative numbers yet. Okay, number 3 says 50 divided by number F. Divided means division. So, and then we have 50 is our number, F is our variable. So now I'm going to write my expression, which is 50 divided by F. You could also write it as a fraction and put 50 divided by F that way. Either way would be correct. Let me make that look more like an F. All right, number 4 says twice a number N. So when we say twice, twice means multiply. Okay, and then a number N, N's our variable, so we would just have 2N. Okay. You can show that different ways too, but this is going to be the number 1 way that you're going to see multiplication now moving forward in math. So you need to get used to it looking this way. All right, number 5 says 12 fewer than H hats. Okay, the word fewer we know means we're subtracting. We have 12 as our number, H is our variable, so now we're going to write our expression. So we're going to do H minus 12. If you notice everything that we do with subtraction, it's been flip-flopped, right? That way we don't have to deal with negative numbers yet. Okay? I want to make it as easy as we can so that you won't be confused. All right, number 6, it says 4 times the sum of x and 1/2. All right, so some of them are getting a little bit harder. So times, we're going to multiply. Sum, we're going to add. So we've got 2 operations. Okay. X is our variable. Then we have 4 times. And then we have 1/2. Okay, so we know you need to use all those when we're writing our expression out. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can write it. It says 4 times the sum. So 4 times the sum of x plus 1/2. That'd be the easiest way to write that. Okay, moving along. Number 7. So 6 less than the quotient of z divided by 30. Okay, less than means we're subtracting. Quotient means we're dividing. And then it says divided by. Okay, so now we're going to look. We've got 6. Z's our variable, and we got 3. Now we can write our expression. Okay, I'm going to start with, it says z divided by 3. So I'm going to do z divided by 3. And then it says less than 6, so minus 6. Okay, so there's how you would write it. Right, number 8, it says twice a number k. So anytime we see the word twice, that means we're multiplying. So twice a number k, I know that's 2k. Then it says plus the quantity s minus 2. Quantity s minus 2. See how I wrote that one as we went? That's how it needs to be. It needs to get easy to where you can just write it as you go. So we got our subtraction here. Twice be multiplying. So 2 times a number k. Then s minus 2. All right, last 2. Number 9, it says 8 more than s stripes. More than is adding. So we would just write 8 plus s, or you could write it as s plus 8, because that's our associative property of addition. We can interchange where our numbers and variables are and still get the same answer. Okay, and then number 10 is our last one. It says 5 times the quantity m divided by 2. So we've got times, multiplying, divided is division. We got 5, m's our variable, and 2. So now we can write our expression. Okay, so it says 5 times the quantity. The quantity is m divided by 2. That's how you would write that. Okay, and this was your lesson 1-3, your homework practice, and your independent practice problems that you've already completed. So there's all the answers for that.